This was both a solid ending to the Book of Boba Fett series, as well as a disappointment. The last week's episode was phenomenal. The week prior was a surprising and entertaining and lore rewarding episode. This here concluded a 4 episode arc about Tusken Raiders who were killed by these Pikes. It was revealed that the Pikes did it by an old time character in Cad Bane. However, the death of Cad Bane was unclimactic. It wasn't satisfying. It was like, shoot, you introduced him a week ago to the series, to the show, and he died right away. Maybe you built that up. Will there be a season two? There's potential for a season two, but it would be about a completely contrived, a brand new threat to Tatooine. Nothing really to continue on. You can have the characters get more screen time. Dash and Scad could be used more. I could dig into the Black Chrysanthemum. I'm sure Cobb Vanth is in that back to tank for a reason. But the story of Boba Fett does not need to continue in Book of Boba Fett Season 2. It could continue somewhere else. Cobb Vanth as well, Chrysanthemum, all of them. The main character of this time period is no, Grogu and Din. Grogu and Din are the two main characters of this. Everyone else seems to assist in their plot. That's how I take this Boba Fett thing. Ahsoka, I hope that series is different. I hope that she gets to have her own mission, probably related to Thrawn and Ezra Bridger, and she gets her own identity, her own everything that happens in that same time period. But that's what this was. The title of the show was called Book of Boba Fett. If the show was called Star Wars or something else, a lot of complaints would be silenced. Could you imagine if, let's just say, The Mandalorian and Book of Boba Fett were both filmed, ready to go out, and they said, Boba Fett for 4 episodes. On week 5, it'll be the first episode of Mandalorian and the second episode of Mandalorian. Then we'll give you the 5th episode of Boba Fett, which is the finale. And then, coming next Wednesday from now, we'd have episode 3 of Mandalorian. The formatting was the problem. And so, because the formatting is the problem, and it's not a big enough complaint for me to be mad about. I recognize it. Of course, it was a flaw to have CGI Luke Skywalker, Ahsoka show up, Cad Bane being introduced in the same episode as Grogu choosing with a cliffhanger and everything that came. There's something I'm probably forgetting. What am I forgetting? An R2D2 cameo. There's a lot of things that happened in that episode, and to get this, which was good action. Let's not pretend that those huge ass droids with the force fields wasn't entertaining. Watching Din go, you know what? Lightsaber time. Zoom. He's got the dark saber. It was definitely an entertaining show. If I get down to the plot of this episode, it was a good episode. 7 out of 10 episode for a finale. 7 out of 10. Good stuff. So let's reminisce on the fun stuff. Look, when Grogu returned and it was R2 sending him back to Tatooine, he asked that Luke, no attachments anymore. He knows better. I'm not even going to send you to my home planet on my own. Oh, you go in an X-Wing with R2. I'm going to go chase Ahsoka, see what she's up to. So he's back and he's talking to Pelimoto, or Pelimoto's talking to him, and he's got the chainmail underneath. Okay, let's see that chainmail in action. We didn't see it in action, not at all. When she brings him to Din during the fight, whoa, little guy, whoa, you're here. I was glad to see you too, because it kind of jumped on him, which looked really weird. The puppet just sort of moved right on top of him. I'm sure they filmed that in reverse, where he drops the baby, and then they're like, "Oh, look, you see, now we don't got to pay that all that money and all that wiring and all the CGI." He just jumped on him. Nice moment. Moved me. It was touching. And during that fight, Din and Boba Fett teamed up. I like the way that they sent that Twi'lek. Let me just say, I went to Coruscant and I have a high education and I specialize in. All right, fine, cool. Go talk to these people. While they're talking, Boba was telling him what the plan was. By the time that man got to the negotiations, We offer nothing. I'm just the messenger. Oh, the humblest. Forgive me. I love that character. I'm kind of glad he's not dead yet. And he sounded like Pelimoto had a thing for him when she called him Head Tails. He's like, yeah, oh yeah, that's my head tails. That's what I do. I like characters like him in Star Wars. Yes, I do. I like all weird different characters, unique characters. Unique characters are welcome here on Star Wars. The whole fight was cool seeing the two jetpack guys with the knee launchers, with the whistling birds that Din took way too long to deploy. Probably should let those things go out from the beginning. Very useful weapons, especially when you're facing many enemies. What took you so long there, buddy? When those two droids did pull up, business picked up. Meanwhile, all of the forces were divided. The Gamorrean guards fell to their death, and no one brought it up the whole episode. Bye, pigs. Goodbye. Sorry, I don't think there was a little soft landing. I don't think there was anything that saved these guys. Sometimes we doubt whether characters are dead or not. Gamorreans are dead. A couple of the Skittle, the Power Rangers, are dead too. The Mod Rangers, and that was it. Chrysanthemum should have been dead. He got like Glenn from The Walking Dead, Trandoshans all over his body, and the camera goes away. Next time we see him, he's making it back. Should have been dead. That was a weak one. That really weak one. But Chrysanthemum's very durable. Black Chrysanthemum is back, and the forces won this fight. Do I want to see more from them? No. No, I'm good. I'm good. Pretty good. Pretty satisfied with the way that Tatooine now respects Boba Fett as the daimyo. They probably watched him whoop Cad Bane's ass with the little stick that he picked up from the Tusken Raiders, and he learned that it was the Pikes. And so, really complete story. There's really nothing missing. He got rid of those Necto gangs who were over at Tashi Station, causing the ruckus. World's a better place without them. So Tatooine is just benefiting from Boba Fett. Look, the mayor is dead too because of what? Fennec Shand. Fennec just said, I'm going to tie up all of the loose strings here. That leader of that family is dead. The Aquilish people who were criminals. By Trandoshan leader is gone, and the Mokshai's mayor, what's his name? Mokshai's is his name of Mos Espa. Bye. Everyone is gone. And Fennec just wrapped everything. Fennec was kind of talking to him very sternly and helpful. I like Fennec for that. It's their terms. Don't fight Cad Bane now. You have to fight on your own terms. So Fennec was maybe the most impactful fighter here, even more than Grogu using the Force and stuff. So it was a quality fight. Everything I said earlier stands though. Not an interesting post-credit scene. The post-credit music was interesting. Did you know it wasn't just hum da da dum? They were saying Boba Fett the whole time. Edited it until the last episode. All right, cool. So get the full reveal of the song. Thanks, Ludwig Göransson. Thank you. How you feel about the episode? Let's rate it out of 10. I'll give the episode 7. I'd give the entire series, because of those last 2 weeks, I'll bump it up to an 8. Because like I said earlier, I don't care about the formatting that much. I recognize it as a problem. I don't value it as a complaint worthy of depriving my enjoyment. I recognize if you do, and I think it makes a lot of sense if you do feel that it was a letdown, because it was a letdown. But gotta be honest about what the episode was. Gotta be honest about how every week for 7 weeks I came on here to that computer, pressed play, and was entertained and enjoyed, especially the last 2 weeks. We got a whole year until the next one, season 3 of Mandalorian.